AI is everywhere,
Yes.
whether you like it or not, but it is going to transform a lot of industries for good and forever.
The face of the stone was a screen.
A screen.
The mouth of the stone was wide open, as if you were screaming.
Wow.
And the face hit me on because it was a very animated face. When you say this, I am reminded of a puzzle box. A puzzle box which time keeps rattling. I believe basically the past is important for the future.
Right.
So without our past, it's like a rear view glass. As you're driving or change lanes, you always look up at the rear view or the side glass. So without these glasses or mirrors, you wouldn't or you can't make that transition.
The fact that there is a void increases the human curiosity.
Is there a cryptic codified message there which says, this is what you need for happiness, for bliss, for harmony in your life?
A lot of ancient civilizations, including ours, we firmly believe on extraterrestrial matters or beings from the stars, as you would call them today. It's far from just a myth. Do you think AI has the power to decode that?
And that were beings, and they brought this. Now, there's also, now I'll come in a little from archaeological point of view, which I find it mysterious, and I keep raising it. There are different points in time, and we have a span of time in millions of years where we were cavemen, we were going around the whole world. And then suddenly something snapped in us almost 12,000 years ago, 12 to 14,000 years ago. We suddenly realized that we can do agriculture.
Right.
Why? Because not that I want everyone here to think, basically. That why is it that at a particular point of time, the human being in us snaps and says we can do all these things. In 12,000 years, we are in an age which is called as the information age.
Correct.
Wherein we have not only amplified our bodies with machines, we can take now strengths, we can bring down entire buildings. One single man in a machine can bring down an entire building, a building like structures, big structures, one person.
Evolution is getting faster and faster.
But what took us the first million years? What happened the first million years?
Is it a snowball effect?
You could put it that way. But was it a prompt or a nudge? That was an era where God used to like tinkering with human beings. There are so many elements which we don't understand in this world.
Right.
So I would like to keep, and I always keep saying this, keep an open mind. As a researcher, our jobs should not be to say, this is it, and nothing beyond. Our job should be to say, there is a world beyond this. There is a world, it's a door to another world. As I started, I said that calling it a mythology would be incorrect because I strongly believe that it has been part of a story. It's a story which has been passed on.
I often wonder, and hence this question, do you believe that our ancient civilization had better technology, better knowledge than what we currently have as modern human beings?
There are 100 million, zillion, billion possibilities from the way we are. It could have been so many different possibilities. Our knowledge of what we define as science is just what we have learned
along this journey.
But if we were not going to take this journey, or if we had taken another journey, our version of science would be absolutely different. This is absolutely possible that the ancients of before knew or did things like in a very different fashion, which makes it now like, how did they do that? How is it humanly possible? But it's just technique. It's just tools. So either the guys were extremely good, or maybe we have help.
Interesting. Do you think AI has the power to bring science and spirituality together?
AI could take the upper hand because it would have more intelligence, because it's grouped intelligence. It will draw its power from the various resources that we have provided, and will use that intelligence to govern again. it could happen that it takes over and would say, humans, you're just a race. You're just one species. So be in your place. AI cannot and should not replace humans. It should always augment
And balance from decoding the ancient civilizations to understanding the myths, and if they were actually a myth, to testing the spirituality and bringing it close to science, applying logic to everything that we know today, and most importantly, sustainability, to take care of the Mother Earth, as we call it, which all of us are responsible for.